Alright, I hate going to sleep knowing that the last video I posted was a drama video, so I'm gonna change that in the best way possible, which is of course talking about a 2015 champion. And if you like underrated and underappreciated champions like original Black Widow, be sure to subscribe because I am almost 50 subs away from 18,000, and that's a big milestone. It is as big as this Black Widow SB2 that had that 26,000 crit. So yeah, be sure to subscribe and let's talk about Black Widow. She is a champion from 2015, and 2015 champions went one of two ways. The first way is they just did not really have much to offer, and in this day and age they are just very, very bad. Then there's the other 2015 champion that just is absolutely absurd, like a 43-second takedown of a rank 4 Rhino. Now, this is, keep in mind, a boosted 6-star rank 5 ascended Black Widow that does have synergies as well. Now, a big thing to note here is the synergies aren't that crazy. The synergies are at most like a plus 10% attack increase, and that's really it. It really is just like an attack increase, and that's all the synergies have to offer. The thing is, even with the attack rating increase, she really isn't that much damage wise, and that's why in the title I put that she is so overpowered, but there is just one thing missing, and I feel like that one thing missing is just good damage output. It's not terrible damage output, like she is doing these fights in like under a minute, which is not bad by any means, but given the fact that synergies are active, and if they weren't active she probably would take over a minute, it has me asking questions like, would we ever see this character as a 7-star, and would she even be helpful as a 7-star? Because I don't know if she can compete with those modern fight times. And here's the thing, her fight times maybe not the best thing in the world, obviously, but she still locks down an entire class. It is absolutely insane just how easy she makes these fights. Like a Photon right here, a Rhino before. She is so good at just completely stopping anything that a science champion can do, because that's how this character works. At base she has, I believe, an 80% defensive ability accuracy reduction, and on top of that it increases by 15% against the science class. So she just completely has the science class on lock. Maybe like one ability escapes throughout the fight, but that's really it. Like that's really all that happens. And so for that reason, this character is just insane. And honestly, 49 seconds is really decent, right? Like 55 seconds from against the Spider-Woman, sorry, really was just fine. Like, these fight times are actually not that bad, but keep in mind, synergies are really helping us here, and I feel like synergies are a must for this character. So if she ever does come as a 7-star, I think some tweaks have to happen, but then it begs the question, is it worth tweaking this character? Because if they tweak her, I feel like they have to touch what makes her good currently, because as it stands right now, she locks down an entire class by herself. Like, she doesn't need synergies for that. She doesn't need synergies to just completely shut down the science class. And that is absurd, right? Like, that's obviously quite crazy. That damage output is quite crazy. And it was like a 43-second fight. That's very solid stuff. However, if we see this at the 7-star level, would it have to be tuned down? That's the question I have for y'all, because I honestly am a bit conflicted, because in my mind I'm like, well, there's champions like Black Cat that get to this point eventually, but the thing with Black Widow is she's there as soon as the fight starts, and that's a very dangerous thing. We've seen dangerous things like that with like a Okoye, who has a evade counter at the start of the fight. Same thing with like honestly, there's not that many examples, and that's when the craziness really starts, because if there aren't many examples of something, then it's a really, really crazy thing. And I feel like Black Widow's defensive ability accuracy reduction is one of those crazy things that just, it is really just crazy, man. It really is crazy to shut off so many abilities and just, yeah. And like the damage, yeah, of course it's an issue without synergies, but the thing is, I don't mind not doing that much damage if I can just completely shut down a character. I feel like that's how I'm thinking when it comes to Black Widow. Here we have this Quicksilver boss, by the way, and I learned something very funny about Black Widow. So you would think that, okay, it's just defensive ability accuracy reduction, right? No, because it is just a flat ability accuracy reduction just when she's hitting the opponent, and that sounds defensive, right? But this Quicksilver boss has critical interruption, where if I intercept him, I should get guaranteed crits. However, I don't get guaranteed crits because I'm in the process of attacking him when I would gain it. And because the ability accuracy is just completely shut off, I don't gain the precision for that reason. So there are some cons to this character, because yeah, sometimes her ability accuracy reduction does mess her up, and we've seen an example of that very recently, and it's being changed. So maybe Black Widow, if they do add her as a 7-star, maybe that gets adjusted as well. I don't know, but I do know one thing: the more I think about Black Widow and the more I look at the gameplay, I think I do want a 7-star version of this character. She does want max sig, right? That is one big thing to know, and with prestige being really important now, giving her 206 stones just might not be worth it because of her very low prestige. But then again, what she has to offer is pretty dang gnarly, dude. And of course there are champions that do what she does, but faster. I think Black Widow's biggest selling point is the fact that she needs nothing to get what she offers, right? Because there are champions like Crossbones that can get to this level and more, but he needs buffs, and he needs a little bit of time. There are champions like Black Cat that needs a sabotage debuff, and she needs some time as well. Black Widow does not need time. She doesn't need anything. She just has it. And that's when it starts to get dangerous, because a lot of champions, to get what Black Widow has to offer, they need something. Even Archangel, that can get to this level as well, and even further, he needs to bleed and poison the opponent. The biggest difference is with Black Cat and Crossbones and Archangel is they have absurd damage to go with what they have to offer. Black Widow's damage output without synergies is just very mediocre, if not that, then just bad. But I feel like with synergies, her damage output is fine. I feel like if they put this level of damage into a Black Widow buff, she would be a really, really solid character. But I just don't know if she'd be too good of a character, given what I've been talking about the entire video with just how simple she is to play. And I was honestly worried that someone this simple wouldn't make for a good video, but no, I think it does make for a great video, because it has a lot of questions, right? I have a lot of questions about a champion of this caliber, because it makes me wonder, are champions that are simple too good for this current state of the game, where champions in 2025 have straight up instructor manuals because they have so many things to learn and memorize? Meanwhile, Black Widow, she has 5 lines of text, and they all add up to make for a pretty dang overpowered character when all things are said and done. And so it's a very interesting discussion. It's a very fun discussion as well, because it's a 2015 champion, and I love talking about characters from the past. I love giving characters spotlights that they haven't had for a long time. I bet you OG Black Widow hasn't had a video ever since the Karate Mike challenge. So yeah, it's been a while since this character has seen the spotlight, and I think that in this video, she's done a great job in it. She has completely shut down all these characters, and she is even shutting down 1.3 million health Rhino. And you would think that given his health pool, he would eventually start to become a problem, right? Because once he gets to 5 physical resistances, he starts to be annoying. But the answer is no, he never gets to that level. She just shuts him down completely. Throughout this 1 million health fight, she still shuts him down, and that is just absolutely insane, and this matchup is over. And it was 2 minutes plus, right? She's not meant for a long form. I don't even know what she's meant for, like when it comes to long or short form, but she still did the job pretty well, and she still shut him down completely. So yeah, Black Widow is really cool. She's a really cool character. I have good memories with her. I remember Brian Grant's like hunt for Black Widow, the 4-star crystals and all that, the arena grind. It all brings back good memories. That's kind of why I do these like older champion videos, just to bring back good memories and just remember the champions that have built this game up to what it is today. So yeah, it's fun to revisit these characters. I do think that a 7-star Black Widow would be really fun, and I think she would have use for quite a few players. And the thing is, her SIG investment is insane, right? But I think she will do her job very well, like as a 7-star character. But I am curious to like what y'all think. Let me know your thoughts on 7-star Black Widow, or potentially 7-star Black Widow. And yeah, that's about it for me.